Okay, so we're gonna do some Mike's predictions, but this time is gonna be by special request. Boxing, we're gonna go with Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Money Mayweather. Now, I'm just gonna break it down and see how this matchup and how this is gonna go about. As soon as I heard the fight was gonna happen, I was excited. Finally wanted to see a fight that it's gonna be exciting and worth watching. I mean, besides Mayweather fighting Cotto, which I think was a real good fight, I think this one's gonna be exciting matchup. The thing is that when I heard that fight, I was thinking, you know what? I don't think Canelo Alvarez is ready yet. He's 22 years old. I mean, he does have a lot of fights under his resume. He has over 40 fights, but he really didn't have an amateur career. You know, kind of like Chavez Jr. didn't have an amateur career. Most of his wins were by professionals that are very low caliber, and he was just running over him. This is what happened with Canelo. He really hasn't had that big of a top name to really test him and prove him. I mean, his last fight was probably with Trout. That's probably the best and toughest fight he's had ever. And I mean, just looking at the way their styles match, I'm just gonna break it down. Mayweather is a master counterpuncher. This guy has speed, and I mean, just the way he avoids punches, he kind of like turns to the side and like he kind of does not leave himself to really open punches. This is the thing. Alvarez has a lot of power. That kid has power. He does have speed, not as fast as Mayweather's, but he does have power. And on his right hand, especially, he has a lot of power. That's gonna be if he's gonna beat Mayweather, it will be by knockout. Because the way I see this fight going is gonna go by decision, and Mayweather's gonna take it. So the only way Canelo can win is by knocking out Mayweather. Now, with that being said, looking at Canelo's last fight with Trout, which Trout was one of the high caliber fighter, that Canelo beat. I mean, in one round, I remember watching that fight. In a round, Canelo had Austin Trout hurt. He knocked him down with a big punch, brought him down, and he didn't go for the kill. He didn't go for the finish. Actually, Trout came back and actually really dominated the rest of the round. Now imagine he was to do that to Mayweather. As he goes out there, boom, lands that heavy right hand, lands a heavy punch, takes down Mayweather. Mayweather gets up, and he does the same thing. He doesn't really go for the kill. Mayweather's gonna tear him apart, really. He's gonna come back and really, that's what's the big concern to me. If this kid can knock him down, can he finish it? Can he really go for the kill? If he smells the blood, will he go out there and kill him? I mean, he knocked down Trout twice, and he couldn't able to finish the fight. And Trout actually came back and out jabbed him, out punched him. And you're talking about Trout. Mayweather's two levels above Trout. So I really do not see this fight ending good for Alvarez. Alvarez did from that fight now some big changes, which that's what excites me about this fight. I do not think so. I think it's gonna go 12 rounds, and I think Mayweather's gonna take this fight. Don't get me wrong, Alvarez is a real good fighter. Maybe in 2 years, 3 years, he might be the best in the world. Once Mayweather's over the hill and retired, Canelo's gonna be the next star. Right now, it's not his time. And it's smart thing for Mayweather to take the fight right now, knowing that maybe if he were to let it go a couple more years and Canelo were to get a little bit more famous, yeah, I mean, Canelo's probably gonna ask for more money for the fight, more percentage of our pay-per-views, and it's gonna be a tougher fight for Mayweather now that kid has 2 or 3 years and learn more. But Mayweather wanted this fight now. Get that kid under his belt right now that he's learning still, which I think he still needs, like I said, 2 or 3 more years till he's one of those, Mayweather's 3 levels above. Canelo is getting there, quite not there yet. So, like I said, it's gonna go 12 rounds. Mayweather's gonna keep his counter, and I'm interested to see what's gonna happen. Like I said, the only way Canelo can beat him is if he hurts him. He has heavy hands. He has obviously more power than Mayweather, more knockouts under his resume. But like I said, it concerns me the way he fought Trout, wasn't able to finish him. He does have the power. I don't think that's gonna bother Mayweather. He's just gonna use his counter. And the stats from the Trout fight, he threw over, let's say, 400 punches around there. He landed about 100. If you throw that many punches against Mayweather, Mayweather's gonna counter your ass. He's really gonna be countering your ass if you throw that many punches. That's what he lives. He lives to counter. If you throw many punches, you don't pick your spots, you just throw punches. That's what Mayweather's gonna do. Just counter your ass all night long. And this is the way I see this fight going. That's basically the way he fights, and that works for him. That's why he's undefeated. And this is the thing, he has over 40 fights too, but he's fought the best of the best in their prime. Canelo's not in his prime. That's why he's picking this fight right now. If Canelo would have been in his prime, it would have been a way closer fight. So final thoughts. It's gonna go 12 rounds, decision, Mayweather, and even if Canelo brings him, takes him down, takes him down by, knocks him down, gets some points. Even if it's close, they're gonna give it to Mayweather. So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen, but it's gonna be Mayweather by decision. And those are my breakdown, my predictions for Canelo versus Money Mayweather.